What?
It's July 29th.
No, I got it. It's July 29th. It's time for Watcher Weekly.
Wow, July 29th. How much has changed all around us? As in nothing at all. Welcome to Watcher Weekly, presented by Breather, a show where we kick back, chat, and answer your guys' questions to the best of our ability.
As always, if you'd like to submit questions for future episodes of Watcher Weekly, swing by We Are Watcher, patreon.com/Watcher, facebook.com/Watcher Entertainment, youtube.com/Watcher Podcast, wearewatcher.tumblr.com.
Wow, you spent the entire last week practicing that? Because that was pristine.
No, I just intermittently looked over at the list as I was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Didn't
So.
catch
Well,
And we have a very exciting segment today. It comes from my dear friend, Ryan Bergara.
The Bergooster!
But let's just talk in the chill zone. Let's chill for a bit.
roller derby just went up this past weekend. That's a fun app.
You know, when we did the go-karting thing, I was like, well, we'll see how I do. I don't have any hand-eye coordination, but I can drive. And this I went into thinking, well, I have no coordination, not hand-eye, but anywhere in my body. But I had roller skated before, so I figured that would be no problem. And it was quite a challenge for me.
Yeah, I wondered why you built in a little competition between the two of us at the end there.
I like to have fun.
And you did that knowing full well you would get smoked like a fresh pound of brisket.
I'm a humble man.
You know,
one of the most
what
humble
is
people I know. Yeah.
interesting about you, Shane? This has been driving me crazy.
You're going nuts.
For our, sometimes we have socials at the company where we all get on Zoom and hang out. And there's this one game that makes me so mad. It's called Scribble. It's pretty much Pictionary. And for some reason, I always come in last place and Shane always comes in first place. I don't understand.
I'm a fairly competitive guy, but I don't think I'm as competitive as Steven. If I just know I'm not better than somebody at something, I could accept that. And actually, now that I think about it, most times when Shane beats me at something, I actually don't feel any anger or that like, let's run it back kind of thing.
No.
However,
Because we're friends.
when Steven beats me in something, completely different story. I don't know what it is about Steven that brings out the animal in me. Let's just say he's not as gracious in victory. You people don't know this. You folks out there, you don't know how Steven Lim gets when he competes. He gets nasty. He's a nasty boy.
I admit that I will probably never beat Shane in Scribble.io, but I want to understand what it is that makes Shane so good at this game.
I was in advanced art in grade school. I'm an artiste. I don't know what to tell you.
All right, we gotta move on, guys.
Let's get out of the chill zone. It's too chill. Oh, there's new Weird Wonderful merch. There's a fun new patch, new hoodie. You guys, Ryan, you're wearing it.
Oh yeah, Ryan, you got it on. Show it off.
It looks great. There's a new Weird Wonderful episode coming out this week where Ryan and I eat some breakfast. I still have my name tag on my jacket. I realized it was one of the last few times that I shook a lot of people's hands.
Can we please pin a comment to all of the Weird Wonderful World episodes that says we shot this in February? So people are like, I can't believe they're not wearing masks.
Well, this also goes back to whenever we would like premiere Unsolved episodes and like in the episode we'd be in New Orleans and people would be like, you guys are in New Orleans? I'm having a party tonight. Come on by. Like we film them live to tape or something.
We have one more announcement, by the way. We have a Making Watcher that just premiered on patreon.com/watcher.
It was a fun episode. It's honestly, it almost serves the same purpose for me, even though I'm actually in it. It allows for a lot of reflection on my own part. And that reflection was magnified tenfold, I would say, because that particular Making Watcher episode was right before the pandemic hit. It's funny because we're like celebrating all these milestones and like, wow, this is like going pretty well. It's almost like you could hear the gentle hum of the Jaws theme because we know there's a big ass shark around the corner.
I said up top 18 months and every time I said that to Katie, she would be like, shut up, I hate you. I'm like, I don't know.
Ryan, is the argument between me and you about meetings in the final cut? Did
It is in the final cut. It made the final cut. Yeah.
We got some cues to answer.
Cues.
Let's do that. We grabbed these from the community tab over on youtube.com/watcher. So that's where you can submit those, among other places.
First question comes from Natalia Urshova. I saw some people calling me out for mispronouncing your names. If you want me to pronounce your name right, put some hints in your comment.
Or just try harder.
How do you feel about naps during the day? Do you take short naps, long naps, caffeine naps, no naps? Has this changed since you started working from home? Good question.
I love naps in theory, but I always end up over napping. And I gotta say, I never feel fully satisfied after I take a nap. I just feel sleepier.
What's a bulletproof nap?
Bulletproof nap is when you drink a cup of coffee, then fall asleep, and by the time you wake up, the coffee will have kicked in. So when you wake up, it's like you got jolted, like the smelling
That's
salts of
stressful.
life. You gotta fall asleep in time, and I will say most times I've done it. I've ended up drinking a cup of coffee, and you know how coffee gets me. I'm very sensitive to caffeine.
You go nuts.
I end up just laying down and slowly getting caffeinated.
I'm very pro nap.
I generally don't nap because it'll screw my sleep schedule up, but there's like that, what is it, like the siesta, or the thing that people do in Europe where they go home for an hour and take a nap? That's incredible.
Well, most parts of the country are biphasic. Biphasic being that they sleep in 2 phases. One nap in the day, which is planned around 1 p.m. for about 30 minutes.
Did you say most parts of the country?
He said country.
Most parts of the world. I said country? Oh, I meant to say most parts of the world.
Yeah, they build in like a little nap break in the middle of the day, right? That's good.
It's healthier actually to do that, by the way.
And I've done it maybe once or twice during the quarantine because sometimes you just need to listen to your body. I will feel very unproductive. I won't have any meetings in the afternoon. I'll be like, oh, you know what? I'll just go lie down for a nap. Wake up, power through the rest of the day.
I used to be a big napper in college, and I think for a fair spell in my 20s. I feel like once I moved to California, I was just like, who needs naps now? But I also get better sleep now. I think I usually go to bed by like midnight or 1.
I need like 8.5 hours or else I'm a grumpy old man.
Liz Grumbach for Shane and Ryan, but also the entire Watcher team. Did y'all realize during editing that the Firehawk is a real thing? Was Ryan vindicated? Did he do a little dance? Last week's episode was hilarious and I can't stop watching it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you had told me that before or if I had just seen, I'm pretty sure you have mentioned that before because I remember being like, oh, this is a thing. And I remember being her saying it wasn't. I was like, maybe she's right. It is very funny.
Way to have my back.
I've never heard of that numerous times.
You know, we could have put in a little thing on the bottom of the screen that was like, hey, everybody, he's actually right.
I know,
those things
we certainly
exist.
could have, yeah.
So when I watched the first cut, I listened to Ryan share the story and I thought there's no way this is real.
It's amazing.
And then I Googled it. I was like, that is amazing that Ryan actually brought this gem of information that apparently a bird scientist doesn't even know. So.
Well, you know what, people? That's just a testament to reading books. You gotta read some books every now and then. Expand your mind.
Next question. This one, well, maybe Ryan, you should read this because you actually pulled this comment from a YouTube video. This is a special case right here.
It's not really a question as much as it is a comment. And this kind of applies to almost the entire Weird Wonderful World series at large. It comes from Austin on YouTube. He says, why does Ryan always look like he's hit the bong before showtime?
It's a fair question.
And it really made me laugh. I can't explain. We get into a weird headspace when we shoot those.
Yeah, we've talked about this, like, one, the show is weird enough on its own, and we want to bring kind of a strange vibe to it in the first place. You know, I've got my mustache. Ryan has his whatever he chose to do this season that wasn't as fun as mustaches. But then we've also talked about how a lot of times when you're doing something like this, you're constantly trying to gauge your own energy and either compensate for how tired you are, and then sometimes you just vastly overshoot that. It's weird.
I also find that this show, unlike most of our other shows, we have a guide of some sort, some person that's not part of the Watcher crew on camera with us that we have never really met before. We're trying to, for me, when someone's energy is really low, I get this impulse like, well, I gotta ratchet it up then. Maybe Shane sees that the person's energy is low and he ratchets it up. And then I go, okay, well, I gotta match Shane. And then Shane sees that and he goes, I gotta match that and plus it.
I think it also works sometimes where it's almost like a good cop, bad cop, but it's good cop, weird cop, because Ryan just, and this is strangely the one show where I tend to be like, it's okay, I know he's a weirdo. I'm just here to learn. So I think our interview subjects are usually kind of like, thrown off a little bit, and maybe that's, the ideal way to interview
keeps them on their
people.
toes. It keeps their reactions genuine. I will say that Shane and I obviously did Unsolved before this. I played the straight man, so to speak.
Yes.
And Shane played the big funny man. Yeah. And like when you get stuck in those roles for a long time, it's fun to switch it up. And this is kind of like the switch of that.
As somebody who knows Ryan, you'll know if he does hit the bong.
Oh yeah, it's fairly obvious. I'm useless. If I were to be doing what Austin is suggesting, I assure you it would not be entertaining. You'd be watching a man nap.
Sounds like a nightmare.
It sounds like a nightmare to me too.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know how
I
people
want to do anything.
Ugh. Maggie Santmeyer, is this from Patreon? Why was Ryan drinking whiskey out of a bowl and making Watcher? Is that just normal for him or something? Can we cut to a clip of that?
Cheers to a successful week 1. Now let's drink this bowl of whiskey. So that actually is not normal for me. We were making a toast. I think that was the first week we've completed. So we had some whiskey in the office and we were pouring whiskey. We had no whiskey glasses or shot glasses. So we were just pouring whiskey into mugs. We ran out of mugs. And so all that we had left were bowls. Someone had to drink out of the bowl and it was me.
No, in some cultures, people drink alcohol out of bowls.
Now, I love drinking out of little bowls.
Soup out of a bowl is pleasurable and it feels like you're getting everything you can out of a meal. I'm not sure I love the experience of drinking whiskey out of a bowl. But you know what, to each their own. Maybe I just have to practice it more on a daily basis.
I like it when you go to like a restaurant and they have like little metal bowls for like water.
Wait, what? That does it for questions today. Thanks for asking all your questions. We learned last week from Lauren that you should thank her.
Yes, Lauren's very polite.
So thank you.
And now let's move on to an exciting segment.
Yeah, what is this segment?
Oh yeah, I do a good job of explaining it in the video, so I feel like we should just toss to the video. It is me going randonauting though, and for all of you who already know what that is, buckle up because this is some good stuff. Alrighty, hello. I'm going to take you all today to do randonauting, which is this thing that blew up on TikTok, where basically people will have a strong intention or feeling, and then they'll open this app called Randonautica. That app will supposedly funnel that emotion and feeling into the app, and then the app will shoot out coordinates. They're within driving or walking distance of where you're currently at. So what I'm going to do is today my intention, I thought about making it finding peace, but you know what? That's not very fun. I'm going to make my intention to be creeped out, find something eerie, because that's what I do. Let's fire up this app here. What I did was I focused on my intention and I picked an anomaly. I guess it's an intention-driven point. If I'm wrong, feel free to shout at me in the comments. You could also do an attractor or a void point. It shot out a location. I'm going to drive there now. First reaction to the location, I just saw it on Google Maps. It looks like it's next to a discount tire center, so hopes aren't high, but maybe we'll find something. Let's hop to the old Prius, huh? Okie dokie, I'm driving around with a GoPro on my head. This is what my life has come to, I guess. This has got to be up there with goofiest things I've ever done. Okay, so we are now going to go find this anomaly point, and hopefully we'll find something creepy. I felt silly a lot of times in my career, but driving around with a GoPro strapped to my forehead as I go to a place that's next to a discount tire shop, that's gotta be up there. Ah! As I was saying, that has to be up there. People are staring at me next to me, rightfully so, I don't blame them. Now, the people who've done this on, oh mother! Come on, man. Now, the people who have done this online, mainly teenagers on TikTok, love TikTok, have done this and found really creepy things, or maybe things that they find personally profound that will kind of connect to them in a way. There is a bit of confirmation bias, I will say, with this exercise. This got famous because a group of teenagers who were randonauting actually stumbled upon a dead body in a suitcase at the point the app sent them to. Now, either that's an insane coincidence, or somehow, I guess, a serial killer hacked the code of an app. Seems like a lot of work. But either way, I genuinely hope I don't see something like that. I do realize my intention was to find something creepy, but I hope it's not that creepy. All right, we are approaching the area here. This is gonna be thrilling. Just another Angelino, try and find parking. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay, we're ready to party now, baby. All right. As to be expected, warranting or receiving some very strange looks. What are you gonna do? I don't feel particularly creeped out. Wow, wouldn't it be crazy though if this is like the exact spot where I die in the future? I guess that wouldn't be crazy. I hope not. Why did it send me here? That's where it sent me. It wants me to go in that driveway to that car. It also said in the app to not go into private property, so I'm not going to do that, even if there is a corpse inside the trunk of that BMW. In which case, I don't want to see it anyway. But we could, I guess, sit here at the fence and think of what would have been. You guys familiar with the app Randonauting? It's this weird app that sends you to an exact location and something supposedly magical will happen. It's telling me I need to go right there. Are you guys okay with me walking right there? Am I at the spot? Well, I'm in a parking lot. I'm at the spot. This is the exact spot. And, you know, look around these bushes. Got some rocks. Looks like some dirt. Is that a lizard? Nope, that's just a rock. Kind of looks like a lizard. And this trash just feels very wrong. Yep, looks like some LaCroix in there. Lime, in fact. I do love LaCroix. Let me close my eyes. Maybe something will happen. Nothing there. I'm not feeling any great truth here either. I don't feel like I've been here. Sometimes I get the deja vu feeling. Very strong deja vu, but I'm not getting it here. I don't feel like I've been here at all. Well, I'm gonna leave. Maybe it was meant for me to meet those two people. All right, so post thoughts on that. As I walk back to my car, I do think it was kind of a fun way to just get out of the house, frankly. Obviously, I went into private property, but I got permission. I guess this is a kind of testament that if you're looking for meaning, you can find it. I don't know. I don't know how to feel. I feel a little unfulfilled. I imagine that is echoed in your viewing experience, but at least we both had it together.
Thrilling content.
Wow, that was boring.
Thrilling.
It was, look, I will say that it was an adventure, and not all adventures are fun or worthwhile.
But, you know, I'm sure the trip itself was fun. The intrigue that built up along the way.
It's a fun thing to do right now while we're all trapped.
That's true. I mean, as for, you know, trespassing, that's probably not. Yeah, that's not
don't
ideal.
Trespass unless you ask permission.
That's
and
true.
It's not trespassing.
Then it's not trespassing, yeah. Based on the things you did find there, Ryan, what universal truths can you glean from them? You found what? Empty parking lot, LaCroix can.
I did see a rock that I thought was a lizard for a brief, fleeting second.
Well, that's fun. I like that.
And it wasn't, it was a rock. You know, I don't know if I got anything from it. Maybe that's just the first.
Yeah, maybe this is a trilogy, Ryan.
But I will say that me doing it solo did not yield the results that I wanted. And my intention, by the way, was to be creeped out. So maybe that's just not a proper intention.
Well, I mean, it sounds like you got there because empty parking lot, very creepy. Creepy.
Well, my thought was, what if this actually isn't something that's important now, but 20 years from now, you're gonna find my body in that parking lot?
Oh, that'd
now,
be,
how crazy would that be?
That would kick ass. Now
that would be insane, right?
Well, you're giving someone incentive to murder you now.
That's true. Or what if I ran, the guy I ran into, what if he's important?
I better buy these movie rights now before the story gets out of control. That's it for Randonauting. We do have one more silly segment.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, Patreon shoutouts.
It's been a very Patreon heavy episode today, and we're gonna thank our patrons for participating in the show. I saw some patrons in the Discord the other day saying, we're all part of Watcher, and you truly are.
Adrian Hisbrook, thank you. Dana, thank you. Erica Larissa, Gloria, Gourmaid, Chelsea Sexton, Katie McMurray, Kelvin Nguyen, Maeve Delos Santos, Musa, and Spirit Key. Spirit Kai? Spirit Key.
Spirit Key, Spirit Kai. Well, you did both, just in case.
I did.
Let's move to the
Thank you,
monitors now. Alexis Ernst, Alexis Jules, Allie the Camel.
That can't be a real name.
It might be. Amelia Burden.
Related to Tim?
Anton Lasaka, Audrey, Austin Cook, or Patriot Fan 09.
Pats, baby.
Pats. Bella Curcio.
Belle Lim, my sister.
Related?
Not really.
Oh, wait. Oh, okay.
Unrelated. Ben Blairness, Bronwyn Brayfield, Busket QOC, Sierra Robinson, thank you, Cree Longjohn, Cross Night Ray, Don Mackey, and Ellen Lee Thank you.
If these are some people's real names, then honestly, you have some very cool names. Because Cross Night Ray sounds like a Netrunner character or something.
Or like an X-Men.
Emily Hoffman, Ava, Franklin Stevenson, Gabino Ramirez, Gemma, Gregory Mayo. Gregory Mayo's a good name.
That's smooth.
Hannah Graham, Helen Chin, Chase Hauser, Cheryl, Chikaze Anna,
Christine Saki, Izzy Z, Jessica Wisniewski, Jinx, Joel Fussell, Journey _125, Juliet Adams, Kay Whitney, Kay LMAO.
not a real name. Or a real name and very neat.
Casey, Kim Hansey,
Kostya Shukin. Hey, I'm trying. Thank you. Laura Hendricks, Lexi St. Clair, Leah Michelle, Liberty Disappointment TM.
Wait, Leah Michelle?
not that Leah Michelle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, well, it could
At
be.
least I don't think so. I mean, we could be. I don't know.
Lillian Doyle, Lynx Lips Sink Ships, Louis Dumphy, Mary, and Megan Hawley.
And then Megan, Melia Weibo, Molly, Nicole Miyamoto, Nicole Colts, OOK, PLT, Popkin, R. Wolfson, Rachel Riley. Ryan, bring us home.
Remy Camacho, Renee Francisti, Robin King,
Yes.
Rosa Taylor,
Absolutely.
Sandra Ackerman,
Thank you.
Sanjana Patel,
We appreciate it.
Sarah Schaefer, Shenanigans 1993,
Beautiful name.
Star Loves Watcher, Steph Porino, _Esoterry, Tiffany Smith, Todd Isaacson, Tori, and V5 Prinks. Thank you to all the patrons that have helped us continue to make stuff here. We really do appreciate it, and we couldn't do it without you, literally. I mean, we really could not do this without you, so.
And that's it for the episode. So if you want to subscribe to the channel, subscribe at youtube.com/watcher, which you're on right now. But check us out on our socials. We are Watcher. youtube.com/podcast. No, wait, no.
We are
Dang
Watcher.
it.
We are Watcher. We are Watcher. YouTube.com/Watcher. Patreon.com/Watcher. YouTube.com/Watcher Podcast. We are Watcher.tumblr.com.
And for all you patrons, the show continues tomorrow. Stay tuned for Watcher Weekly Plus. We'll see you all next time.
Plus time.